Sometimes life doesn't change, but the way we see it does. And that tiny shift in perspective can turn pain into strength and struggles into blessings. Today's story will show you how powerful perspective really is. There was once a young man named Arjun. He was 22 years old, full of dreams and ready to take on the world. But reality? It was not so kind. He lived in a small town. His father worked as a mechanic. His mother was a housewife. Money was always tight, and Arjun often felt stuck. Every morning, when he looked out of his window, he saw the same broken road, the same noisy street, the same life that felt ordinary. He dreamed of escaping it. To him, his life was a prison. One evening, while sitting with his best friend Samir, Arjun sighed and said, "Why does my life have to be like this? Look at us, stuck in this small town with no big opportunities. Everyone else out there is living better. Why not me?" Samir, who was quieter and calmer, just smiled. He said, "Maybe it's not life that needs to change, Arjun. Maybe it's how you look at it." But Arjun brushed it off. To him, those were just words. One day, Arjun's father fell ill. The man who worked 12 hours a day, fixing cars under the hot sun, suddenly couldn't move without pain. The family had no savings. Medical bills started piling up, and the responsibility fell on Arjun's shoulders. He had two choices: either complain about life being unfair, or step up. Arjun chose to step up, but his heart was heavy. He started working at a small repair shop in town. Greasy hands, long hours, low pay. Every day felt like a punishment. He would look at his friends' pictures on social media, traveling, studying in big cities, wearing nice clothes, while he was covered in sweat and oil stains. And inside, he kept asking, "Why me? Why is my life so hard?" One night, after closing the shop, Arjun sat on the roadside exhausted. His hands were black with grease. His shirt was torn. His body ached. He looked up at the sky and whispered, "God, why do you hate me so much? What did I do wrong?" Just then, he noticed an old man walking by. The man's legs were weak. He had no shoes. He carried a heavy load of scrap metal on his back. Arjun watched as the man stumbled and almost fell. But instead of crying, the old man smiled. He wiped his forehead and kept moving. Something inside Arjun shifted. He thought, "This man has so little, yet he still smiles. And here I am, stronger, younger, with a job, a family, and I only complain." That moment hit him like lightning. It wasn't his life that was cursed, it was his perspective. From that day, Arjun changed the way he saw things. When he woke up at 6 a.m. to go to work, he told himself, "I'm lucky. I can work. I can support my family." When his hands hurt, he smiled and thought, "These hands are building my future." When his friends posted fancy photos online, he no longer felt jealous. Instead, he said, "My path is different, and that's okay. One day, my story will inspire others." Months later, Arjun became skilled at his job. Customers trusted him. He started earning more. Slowly, his father recovered. His family began to live with more comfort. And most importantly, Arjun no longer saw his life as a prison. He saw it as a blessing in disguise. My friends, this is the power of perspective. Life is not always fair. Struggles will come, but how you see them decides how you live through them. Two people can go through the same problem. One will break down. The other will grow stronger. The difference is perspective. So the next time you feel stuck, ask yourself, am I looking at this as a curse or as a chance to grow? Because sometimes you don't need to change your life. You just need to change your perspective. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who might need a little hope today. And remember, your perspective shapes your reality. Stay strong, stay positive.